camshaft showed up for the Camaro. Crazy. So we're gonna get this lubed up and we're gonna stick it in that tiny little hole. So stick around and watch. All right, so we got the camshaft all lubed up. We're gonna install it in this Camaro. Oh, yeah. This is where I should have put the gear on it. There we go. All right, so we got the camshaft in. It's currently raining right now, lightly sprinkling, but I really don't want to do I don't want to do much work in the rain. So we're going to let the weather dissipate and then we'll continue on this later. So we're back on the Camaro today. Today I'm going to work on getting the oil galley cover on, and then I'm going to get the heads on, and then I'm going to get the timing chain on and the timing cover on. Now let's find the bolts. So now let's get the cam button on and we'll go from there. Get this bad boy locked in here. I bought a new plate. I bought a new plate because this has an O-ring on it, and they're only like 12 bucks. But I also stripped one of these bolts out, taking it out. So it came with new bolts, so it was worth it. The impact, tighten them up. Right. So that should be good for that. I call it a button plate, cam plate, I don't know. Either way, it works. So let's get the piston at top dead center, and then we'll get this thing timed. I'll clean the cylinders out again, but you just fit these in the lifter tray. I just go in there like that, and we'll just put all four in at once. Be easier than dropping them in. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Get that bolt started. the next lifter tray. All right, now that we got it started, it just slides right down in there. So we got that one in, we got that one in, and all we got to do now is to put the bolt on. All right, so we are about to get the head on, one of the heads at least. We got the head gasket, we got new head dowel pins. I always mess them up when I take them off. So let me get you set up and we'll get the passenger side head on. Much better. So let's get the head on. Got that set in there. I'm not going to put the bolts in it right now, but it's in place, so that's good. All right, let's get these push rods in. All right. So now the step is to figure out this wiring harness. So I'm going to route it around everything, and I'll probably put it on a time lapse, but that's the next step. All right, so I have came to a stopping point as far as electrical, because I'm not going to put everything back together right now before I put the valve covers on, because I'm going to put some oil in it. I'm going to prime the engine lubrication system, so I make sure my oil pump's working. Pretty important to me. So that is the next step. We're going to get some oil in it, prime it up, and make sure we got lubrication. All right, so we're going to fill this thing with oil. I got one of the valve covers on for the oil hole, and the other one we're going to be checking lubrication. So let's get this filled with oil, and once we start spinning it up, we'll bring it back. All right, we got it filled with oil. So next step is to crank this thing over and make sure we have lubrication. Now that we have everything lubricated and we know that oil is being pushed up to the rockers, we're going to finish putting this valve cover on, and then we can put the intake on. All right, let's get the spark plugs, the coils, and the wires all installed. Get these ignition coils bolted up. Maybe that's not the right one. There we go. I had the wrong hole. All right, on to the next side. All right, so let's get this intake installed. We got it on the step right here. We got it all. We got new O-rings on it. It cleaned up. Oh, that's it. We got to connect everything and bolt everything up to it. There's some lines that go onto the back of it, so we'll get those connected. And we're almost home free. Finally, moment of truth. We got everything hooked up on the engine. The only thing we're lacking is all the front serpentine system, all the pulleys, and also the cooling system. But right now we have everything just to get it started. I want to see if it starts, and then I want to see if it starts. And if it starts and it sounds good and it doesn't blow up, then we'll put everything else back together. Obviously we won't run it long if it does start, because we don't have a cooling system, but let's see if it starts. Oh, main thing is we want to make sure it starts, there's no abnormal noises, and there's oil pressure. So want to make Make sure the fuel's not leaking. Don't need to start a fire. Looks good. That's a good sign, man. That's a fucking great sign. And I got oil pressure. It's about 50. Hells to the yeah, brother. That's what I wanted to hear. All right. So now that we know that it runs, we're going to get everything put back together. I don't know if I'm going to conclude the video right here or continue and get everything together. I would like to get this out on Sunday. That's irrelevant for you guys. But we're going to work on getting everything together. And I'm so fucking stoked. I'm so stoked.